Today, I'm happy to present you with an excellent compilation of the best fountain pens for journaling compiled by the specialists at Goldspot. When I keep a journal, I prefer to use a fountain pen. This is just one more way I inject originality, uniqueness, and pleasure into my journaling practice. However, I cannot even begin to claim to be an authority on fountain pens. This post is for you if you've been thinking about starting a journaling practice and would like to use a fountain pen, but you don't know where to begin. A fantastic compilation of the finest fountain pens is at your fingertips, providing a solid foundation from which to build your understanding about fountain pens and the features to prioritize. You may also want to read the following posts if you're interested in learning more about how to begin a journaling practice that will benefit you. Keeping a journal and how it might help you simplify your life. How to get started with journaling and get the most out of it. Plus 12 easy prompts to use every day. How to use your journal to confidently simplify your home and life with these prompts. What journaling fountain pens are ideal? Choosing the appropriate pens can have a significant impact on how you feel while keeping a journal. Some pens are more suited to precise line drawing or writing in small spaces, while others can be used to decorate your pages with vivid hues. Find out which fountain pens are ideal for journaling and learn how to use them to create beautiful spreads and embellishments for your notebooks. You have found the ideal location if you want to either spend a lot of money and obtain a replacement for Mont Blanc's pens, or if you want to start using a fountain pen for journaling and are unsure where to start. The nib is an integral part of a fountain pen. The ink from your pen travels to your journal via this metal tip. Each pen has a unique nib size. You may have experienced bleeding or shedding with your fountain pen. Yikes! We have collected a list of the best journaling fountain pens to help you avoid these problems and create a beautiful, functional, and uniquely you diary. Take the helm in the Metropolitan as a pilot. The Pilot Metropolitan is the best journaling fountain pen. A large part of the Pilot Metropolitan's appeal as a journaling fountain pen can be attributed to its 1.1 mm nib. No doubt about it, spending money on this will provide you style and efficiency without breaking the bank. Since it is composed of metal and doesn't try to draw attention to itself, the pen has a great weight to it. The occasional leaking is the only possible drawback to this pen. It's not recommended for writers with strong penmanship due to a slight scratchiness in the writing caused by the paper's thinner weight. It isn't really a fine, but it reads like one. Pilot is a Japanese brand, and Japanese fountain pen nibs are typically thinner than those made in the United States or Europe. The limited edition variations add to the novelty of this fountain pen. A new retro pop rendition has come out, and I couldn't be happier with it. M205 Pelican. You can tell the attractive Pelican M205 is well made without having to carry about any unnecessary heft. Its lightweight and compact size make it simple to use without sacrificing accuracy. The classic M205 is sturdy enough to withstand everyday use, yet refined and light enough for delicate penmanship. The steel Pelican M205 nibs are gold-plated. There are various width options, including extra fine, fine, medium, and wide. It's not too expensive to stock up on many nibs, but if you can only afford one, make it a good one. It bends slightly and can produce thin strokes under normal play and thicker strokes with more force. Ballpoint pen, Ballograph Epoca P. The Ballograph Epoca P ballpoint pen's sophisticated design is a perfect fit for any kind of journal. The inexpensive price makes it reasonable to buy a few in different colors, and the sturdy yet lightweight construction makes it ideal for everyday use. The acid-free and fade-resistant qualities of the ink on an Epoca ensure that it dries quickly and can be read for a long period. Each pen has enough ink to produce a line 8,000 meters in length. Even while the pens ship with blue ink, their modular construction makes it easy to switch to a different color and refill them. They're a one-of-a-kind spin on the classic, reliable pen, and you might not like the slight click they produce when you swiftly lift them from the page. Falcon's Pilot. Among fountain pens, the Pilot Falcon is legendary. Its signature soft rhodium-plated 14-karat gold nib allows for expressive line variation with the slightest shift in hand pressure. The nib is flexible enough to be used in everyday writing without the need for bending it out. Write with more pressure on the downstrokes to demonstrate offline variation. You can get some nice line variation by bending the nib tines, but you don't want to go overboard, so be careful. Amazing review by Ken Cooker in which he analyzes the nib and writing performance of this well-known fountain pen. Excellent authors. One of the most durable and well-known journaling pens is the wonderful writer's pen. To be sure, the pen's effortless movement across the paper results in exquisitely clean lines. These pens have strong pigment, won't fade or run in water, and won't smudge on most paper. Because the ink is kept on the surface of the paper, there is no bleed-through. When precision is paramount, the pens are at their best when used for fine line work. Scratchy Safari. The Lamy Safari is the best journaling fountain pen. If you're into bullet journaling, the Lamy Safari is the perfect pen for you because it's so versatile. This classy pen has a great feel and is surprisingly affordable. The elastic band of a standard dot grid notepad fits neatly onto the Lamy Safari's attractive clip design. An ink glass lets you see how much ink is remaining in the cartridge. The plastic construction of the pen makes it easy to carry about without feeling cumbersome. Economic modeling at TWSBI. When compared to other top-tier fountain pen brands, TWSBI is a steal. This ultra-fine nib writes smoothly and won't scratch your paper. The Eco's see-through design also makes it simple to check the ink supply. It has the largest ink capacity, making it ideal for use on the go. There will be a lot more time between ink refills than with converter-based fountain pens. You'll need to buy an ink bottle instead of using an ink cartridge, which is the biggest disadvantage. Man on the Moon version C1. If you need a pen that looks as good as it writes, go no further than the Moonman pen. This little pocket pen is classic in design, completely unique and aesthetically pleasing. The ink inside the clear acrylic body is a beautiful complement to the exterior. A converter or cartridges can be used to refill this little fountain pen. As an added bonus, the pen's transparent acrylic body makes it easy to monitor ink levels. To put it simply, the C1 is an upgraded version of the M2. The acrylic resin used in this model is of superior grade, and the handle is constructed from colorful celluloid, the exact hues of which may vary from time to time. A platinum level Preppy. Among fountain pens, the Platinum Preppy is among the best. It has a long tradition of producing high-quality work for a surprisingly low cost. 7 one-time use pens are included in the kit, which retails for under $50. This pen's ink color is represented by the pen's clip, body, and feed, making it easy to quickly choose the color you need. For your convenience, the cap's top is labeled with the nib size. To keep the nib from drying out even after a year or more of inactivity, the Platinum Preppy has a special slip and seal cap design. This makes it a fantastic option for both first-time fountain pen users and frequent pen swappers. Lamy 2000. The Lamy 2000 is an example of modern elegance. Its understated appearance belies the pen's high-quality construction and impressive tolerance. This pen is a favorite of fountain pen aficionados who don't mind spending a bit more for a luxurious finish. Its price is higher than that of the majority of the pens discussed here. It's a bit hefty, but not unreasonably so. It's much lighter than it looks, and as you write, it gets rather warm in your hand. We can only assume that this is a top-tier writing instrument. Its 14-karat gold nib glides effortlessly across paper. The pen is made heavier in the tip due to the stainless steel grip section. Kaweco Sport Classic. Made in Germany, the Kaweco Classic Sport Pen takes its octagonal shape from the original Kaweco pen, first produced in 1935. Small in the pocket, great in the hand perfectly describes this folding knife's 4.1-inch closed size. Using the pen is a breeze because to the smooth steel nibs. The pen's nibs range from fine to double wide, although the small and medium options are best for smooth writing. The ultimate in elegance. The B-Lunar Luxury Fountain Pen. The B-Lunar Luxury Fountain Pen is an excellent option for journaling if you value pens with opulent aesthetics. The outstanding 20-fork gold-plated nib is set in a silver stainless steel body with unique accents. Additionally, the ink capacity of this pen is larger than that of comparable pens. The converter has a relatively large ink capacity, holding about 0.85 ml. You may use this for very long periods of time at the computer. It's a breeze to carry around and works for both right and left-handed writers. The ink flow from the medium-sized nib is just right for producing smooth, uniform lines. The top fits securely and won't come off accidentally. 1911 Sailor. The Sailor 1911 is not only striking in appearance, they're well made and can be appreciated on their own as pieces of art. The ergonomic Sailor 1911 large pen is designed to fit all but the largest of hands. It's not hefty because resin is used in its construction. Therefore, it might not be suitable for people who want heavier pens. It's capable of both broad, rather crisp downstrokes and fine, nuanced side strokes. To a lefty overwriter who prefers a wetter flow, this paper will feel like heaven. For the final word, the best part about fountain pens is that you can choose one that works for you no matter what your budget is or how you prefer to write. So get in and discover a new universe of writing possibilities. You will have a lot more fun keeping a journal with these pens.